For those of us watching television in the 80s, Trinity is my Cheers. I've always wanted my children to be where everybody knows your name. When we see families out in the community, my children recognize other Trinity children even when they don't have their uniforms on. Trinity kids recognize me as a volunteer. There's just a bond there. Once at a swim meet in the summertime, a little boy who was not even in kindergarten but had spent lots of time at Trinity with older siblings walked up to me and pointed at my 3 children and said, "Did they go to Trinity?" That is why I love being a part of this community. Everybody knows those in the community, and we have a bond of supporting a truly wonderful mission.
The Trinity community is where we can comfortably combine the all-important educational and spiritual aspects of our family life. Our son's discovery of the joy of learning has brought joy to us all. Happy about going to school. What a concept.
I appreciate the quality and diversity of the Trinity community every day that I drive down 9th Street to drop off at school each morning. But I realize the power of the community during these last days of my father's illness and death last year. Trinity surrounded me and my family with love and support. As a parent, I cannot tell you how much I value the lessons taught at All Saints' Day last year when Father Jacob offered a sermon about death, telling a story of his grandfather and teaching us that our loved ones in heaven are rooting from us from the balcony. His lessons enabled us to use the right words to discuss my father's and subsequently my father-in-law's death with my children. I could not have gotten through these tough times without Trinity.
It had been a fun-packed evening. To celebrate, a group of Trinity girls had been to see High School Musical 3 and had dinner at California Pizza Kitchen. Once back at the house, everyone got into her pajamas and started to slow down. 7 girls were packed into one bedroom. Everyone was settled in and the mom said goodnight. About 20 minutes later, 2 of the girls appeared downstairs. One was a little nervous and was considering going home. The mom suggested that they go back upstairs. As they settled back into bed, each girl found a unique way to comfort the child, from leaving the light on to offering to read stories. Mom and Dad remarked later that evening how fortunate they were to have their daughter in a world with friends that care so much for one another.
I think the Trinity community has enabled our daughter to break out of her shell and become a leader rather than an observer. This is exactly what we had hoped for when we chose to send her to Trinity.
We love Trinity because there is a place for us as a family. Not only is our daughter building lasting friendships, but we are as well. We love being part of and contributing to the Trinity community of families that share our core values. The deep sense of warmth and belonging has provided a place for us all, even our daughter's twin brother who has special needs. Although he may never be a student at Trinity, Trinity has become a community for him that openly accepts him for what he is, and more importantly, for what he is not. Trinity means community to us.
The Trinity community is a group of fellow dreamers who model the faithfulness and commitment that all children deserve, thus encouraging me to keep the faith, a bold band of risk-takers who trust each other enough to reach for lofty goals on behalf of children and the kingdom.
The purpose of having children, according to the teachings of the Torah, is not to create opportunities for our glory or for theirs. The purpose of having children and raising them to be self-reliant, compassionate, ethical adults is to ensure that there will be people here to honor God after we are gone. So the rules regarding child rearing are not primarily about making children feel good, but about making children into good people.
TES community looks like the kindergarten through 8ness of our school. Younger and older, leaders and followers, pulling ourselves along in life's big arena of learning. It looks like a middle school teacher reading to kindergartners, a 2nd grade student teaching faculty how to be green, a 4th grade teacher attending a 7th grader's soccer game, a staff member holding the door for a 7-year-old who then holds it for a 14-year-old, our kitchen director teaching our middle schoolers how to cook, book buddies, our walks to chapel, lower schoolers cheering those middle schoolers who have earned the honor roll, and middle schoolers cheering for the kindergartners' awesome closing song to lessons and carols.
We have been blessed to find people and places along our years of education thus far that have been good for us and to us. But we would have to say that nowhere yet has given us the caring, loving, open arms, and open-minded kind of total child education that we have experienced here at Trinity. We are not seasoned Trinity folks, nor founding partners. This is our first year. But nonetheless, our heart has been open to what an absolutely awesome school environment Trinity Episcopal really is. There's an appreciation for all kinds of smarts and a team approach for working towards goals. There's a soulful approach to teaching, not just for the knowledge itself, but also for the bigger picture in life's journey of learning. Our child is growing up and learning to question, ponder, and wonder. With an open mind, it is amazing what kind of true learning takes place. We love the appreciation and understanding of others, their differences and many similarities. We love putting God's shoulder into the school day. We love the yes we can kind of attitude from teachers, families, and staff. We love the putting the responsibility on the child and watching the growing and falling sometimes too. Lastly, from the mouth of my middle schooler, this school is really a place where people are nice and tolerant of each other, no matter what your difference.
Trinity Episcopal School is committed to the breadth of the Episcopal tradition and both its unity and diversity. A student of Trinity Episcopal School is challenged to academic excellence while honored as an individual with unique potential. As faculty and families together influence young lives, students themselves will be affirmed as ambassadors of grace, citizens who live and teach an ethic of service and respect for others. A student of Trinity Episcopal is trained in the example of Christ and toward a stewardship of healthy body, lively soul, and discerning mind.